Do you know why I like its controller?
Because the sticks are where you're used to them being.
No, not just that. Not just the sticks, not just the buttons, not just the fact that it's got triggers. I really like triggers, by the way. I don't like the PS bullshit bit where it's reversed, because...
You know, some third party's gonna march in and fix all that crap.
Oh, definitely. There's gonna be a bunch of money in it. A lot of Xbox players are gonna be switching over to the PlayStation, so yeah. But no, the one thing I really like is the way the sticks are set up in that game. Is that they, on that thing, is that they, the sticks... Yeah, let's give you this one here. The sticks have a grip on them around the edge that's going to make it so that for people like fighters or shooters who need to be a little more accurate with their stick movements, that they'll be able to do so a little bit easier. So if you need to do like a half spin, like like a quarter turn or a third turn or something like that in a fighter, you can do that you'll be able to do that a lot easier and more efficiently. Hey, by the way, just so you know, guys, in this game, it's pretty much more or less, I think, wasn't this, like, based off of, like, Halo or something? Wasn't the idea off of this? In other words, you can jump twice as high, your clips, are twice as big, you have, double health, and your, there's no health regen, right? Is there health regen or not? I can't remember. Nope. Yeah. That's basically what it translates to. You can jump twice as high, all clips are twice as large, and you, can't have health regen, and you have to pick up everything off the ground. So it's more of a Halo-style thing, which is where they got the idea from. Which, if Halo had this, I can understand that. I don't like Halo, personally, but hey.
That's what the fuck he's trying to do.
Run around and be stupid. I don't know. Yeah, that's where this came from. This game type here came from Halo, basically. From a modification of what Halo was. Can you pick up people's guns off the ground? I can't remember.
Yes.
Awesome. Man, you always start off with an MP9 here. Yeah, a 9mm pistol, and then the Scorpion submachine gun. Which Scorpion's decent in this game or bad? I forget which is. Okay.
Nothing exceptional.
Yeah, because I know most people here who probably haven't played Cod4 don't know this. Oh, and you also find perks on the ground too. And since you don't start off with a stopping power, the guns aren't going to nearly kill as quick. You don't start off with stopping power, so the guns aren't going to nearly start as quick. Well, yeah, you have double tap. What do you expect? Oh, it takes like two. Is it 2 stabs to kill, or still only 1?
It's 3.
3 stabs. All right. What was it? I was talking about? No, I was talking about something a second ago. What was it? Oh yes, the perks. I really don't know why they perks in Black Ops 1. I really don't know why they didn't bring that back in Black Ops 2. I like that because I really don't give a shit about what guns people have. Like, oh, sure, this guy's got a sniper rifle. I can tell by looking at the fact that he's got a sniper rifle in his hands. It's nice to see the visual representation, but considering that almost every game since this game, I think, possibly earlier, has had overkill as a perk, where you can wield 2 guns, with the exception of, I think, the Black Ops 1 didn't have that, right? Black Ops 1 didn't have overkill, correct? Yeah, with the exception of Black Ops 1, almost every game has had overkill.
Modern Warfare 2 did not.
Modern Warfare 2 didn't?
Nope.
No, I thought they did.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, alright. A lot of games have had overkill as a perk since then, okay? Let's go with that. Since they put overkill as a perk in both MW3 and MW... Kill him? Yeah, MW3 and in Black Ops 2, they put overkill as a perk in both of those. Knowing what the person's starter gun is kind of pointless, in my opinion. Because, oh, hey, yeah, this guy may have a sniper rifle as his primary weapon, but on his back, he could be wielding an assault rifle. So, what's the point in knowing that he's got a sniper rifle on him? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, you're really focused, so I'm just gonna keep talking. Yeah, but so it's kind of a pointless, and then on top of that, since they can pick up another gun, it doesn't have...
Is that guy running faster than he should?
He probably had lightweight on, dude. Or marathon, and lightweight.
You pick up perks.
Yeah, he might have picked those up.
They don't have those on this one.
Alright, well then leave and join another game. Go ahead and do another one, you didn't win that. There's no way you could have.
No way I could have won that.
No.
Check the phone.
Alright, I'll go check. Yeah, you go ahead and play another round.
See if it's Bryce.
Probably is.
I need to talk to Bryce. See if I can talk to him. like to hate on the new Call of Duty, but I thought Black Ops 2 was...
Yeah, it's the financial stuff. Anyways, yeah, I just found that to be pointless, because like, oh yeah, first perks, those aren't going to change, but unless, you know, you have a specialist class in MW3, specialist skill streaks.
You know, a lot of people like to hate on the new Call of Duty, but Black Ops 2 is better than MW3.
By a lot.
So much more.
Well, yeah, people...
can be fun. MW3, no.
It was fun for people who started off with MW3. I know a friend of mine, Jojo, he started off with MW3. Well, he had to play a little before him, but like his big start where it comes to Call of Duty was MW3. Before that, he was just a Battlefield player. But yeah, he switched over to MW3, which I don't understand why he did. That's like the first person. That's like the only person I ever know who switched from Battlefield to MW3. I mean, from Call of Duty, Battlefield to Call of Duty. But anyways, what was I saying? Are you running around fast too? Is that not built into the game? Is that not supposed to be the way it is?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Anyways, yeah, my favorite gun. Anyways, no, this is my favorite. Yeah, this one's my favorite, right? It's got a suppressor on it too. Does it? Anyways,
why won't you die?
yeah, so I always thought it was nice to be able to see the perks. You can actually, because perks aren't going to change. Primary guns can change if somebody picks them up, or if they have overkill on it, which is why I like that more. It also gave you a bit better customization with characters. But yeah, anyways, you want to talk about the Xbox One versus PS4 thing? Because we know that's going to be a quick conversation.
E3 is going on today. A lot of what's been said has already been said.
Yeah, that's probably true. Everyone else knows what's going on with that. Actually, it started yesterday, didn't it? Or the original announcement started yesterday. And I heard they're getting a new Halo game out there, and Mirror's Edge is supposed to be is not supposed to be just Xbox only, which is probably a good decision, because I just have this very strange feeling that the Xbox One it's probably going to die. Simply put, it's not going to be existing after this. Maybe when they come out with the Xbox One Slim or whatever the fuck they call it, they'll take off a bunch of the stupid mechanics of the Xbox. You know, it's debatable as to whether or not DRM DRM is a good thing. You know, I personally think it's not, and a lot of people think it's not, but I have heard some good arguments for why DRM should exist. The two primary ones being that these days video games are more of a service than physical item. Because for instance, Call of Duty here, we're playing the multiplayer of this. Why does that have a fucking scope on it? Are these random attachments or what?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. That's weird. Anyways, yeah, they can get an ACOG on that? Really?
Hey, there you go. It's not a pistol.
Okay, I didn't know that. Anyways, that guy was is that shotgun still a one-hit kill, really?
Yeah. It's a pump action. People underpowered otherwise.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, no, the two good arguments I heard for it is, number one, yeah, video games these days are more of a service than an item. Because when you play a video game, you're playing different aspects like the multiplayer or the single player, which the game developers had to make directly. Like, for instance, with the multiplayer, you keep the upkeep going on and so on, and single player, there's a whole bunch of updates and stuff to help patch all these issues with it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, neat. So yeah, these days, video games are more or less a service than an item. I'm not like the best at describing this one, but you could easily find more people. There's other people out there who can probably describe it better than me. I know what I learned this. Well, when I not learned this, but the person who was telling me about this linked me a video, and I'll probably try to link that in this video. I highly doubt I'll remember. Remind me though if you guys want to see it, because I can find that video again easily. That describes more or less how video games these days are a service than a than an item. And the other thing I heard for it that is accurate is that the other thing that's important for it is that video games, unlike all other forms of entertainment and media, with the sole exception of books, are basically the only way they get income is from the direct sale of the original copy of the game usually. Okay. Which, which you might say, what? How does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. Movies and TV shows and blah blah blah, stuff like that. But no, that's not accurate. Movies and TV shows, they get their money. Let's start with movies first. Movies get their money starting off with the direct in theater thing, which you can't really get. You can't get a used version of that. You start off with that. The money they get from the box office in theater. Then that follows up by going to secondhand, cheaper discounted movie theaters while they convert it into DVD form and get the extras and stuff. Then they put that, when they get it out on the DVD form, they let it go into Redbox and Netflix and Redbox, Netflix, and then they also sell their own direct versions of it. Okay, which they get money for that. And then on top of that, they get merchandising sales. And then finally, the movie ends up going on to TV. They release the rights to the movie on TVs and stuff, so that people either they directly get the money from the ad revenue, or they get paid to let this channel show their stuff. So they get multiple different ways of making money off of that. TV shows make money off the original ad for the original ad revenue for the TV shows. Then the sold version of it in disc form, and then afterwards the release of this stuff to other TV channels and stuff, and reshowings and blah 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 blah. And then of course merchandising. With video games, it's more or less they get just straight money from this, maybe DLC, and a little bit of merchandising, but for the most part, a majority of their money, with the exception of single-player only games, comes from, the exception of single-player games like Fallout, gets most of their money from just the original game sale. That's it. Now, some bigger companies, the more the more important games, not more important, but wealthier games like whatever Valve makes, whatever Call of Duty, Battlefield, the big ones, they get a little bit of money also from merchandising stuff. But for the most part, smaller games like Homefront,
Smaller?
Yeah, smaller. Like Crysis.
Homefront?
Yeah, Homefront wasn't big.
Million copies?
Yeah, that's still not huge for the video gaming industry. No, it's still big. Don't get me wrong, but it's not super big. I'm talking super the Titans versus the normal people. You know what I'm saying? The normal people, yeah, they still get some, but the normal gamers normal games still get some money from merchandising, but for the most part, they can't get a whole lot from merchandising. It's simple as that. In comparison to Call of Duty, because you know how many freaking Call of Duty t-shirts I have seen in my lifetime? More than I would ever care to count. You know how many Call of Duty Xboxes I've seen in my lifetime?
Too many?
Way too many. It shouldn't be that many. That's just insane. But I've never seen a Homefront Xbox, or a Homefront, actually I've seen one Homefront t-shirt. It was cool. I should have bought it. I didn't see any. I saw somebody wearing one too, but he told me where I could get it, and I just went and bought it. Homefront's awesome. But yeah. So they don't get any, they only get direct money really from the games and from a few things like online passes for certain games, and DLC. That's pretty much what the money in video games comes from. Now books only get money directly from the original sale of the copy, but unlike with everything else, books also get recognized a bit better and blah blah blah. Books are their own industry, the way they're doing things. Books are basically the exact same, in my opinion, as video games as far as how they get sales. It's basically the original copy, and then the series copy, whatever the series is afterwards, if there's a series. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's how they get their money. I still find it funny that you can equate books to video games. Now, that being said, this little book tidbit here is entirely my own. It is not a concept I've heard from other people, like the one video I set up link earlier. If I remember. In the description. It'll be in the description. Or on the video. I don't remember. Well, I don't know. I haven't done it yet. But yes, there you guys go. That's why, that's the whole thing. Those are the only two good arguments I've heard for DRM. Other than that, it's more stuff like, oh, video game companies like GameStop make a whole bunch of money off of used games, but they don't make as much off of new games. Should they try to force the used games? Like, okay, sure, fuck it, I don't care.
I'm sure if you look around hard enough, you'll find a reason to care.
But not yet. Give it back to me. It's my turn.
It's one of those things where people get worked up over things that no one really should care about.
Yeah, it's one of those stupid things. Like, now the one thing that I do agree entirely with, that I've since then I'm kind of like, wait, why the fuck did I think this was? I kind of feel more like a dick move now. Was online passes.